like our next item. There you go. It's the 2016 MS70 PCGS First Strike Silver Eagle dollar coin. A huge customer pick on hsn.com. Already, but we did give you some flex pay, which if it's a big customer pick right out of the gate, listen, we don't have to, but $39.98, you put down half the price, we mail it to your house, you enjoy it for 30 days. The next month, another $39.98 on your credit card with no interest, no fee, but there it is.
Well, and here's the American Silver Eagle, of course, is the most popularly collected silver coin in the world today. There's no doubt about that. We sell, and there's 4 major grading companies that certify this. Independent third-party companies that guarantee coins for weight, content, purity, authenticity, and grade. And they've been doing this for, you know, the better part of 30 years or so now. They've been certifying and grading coins because that's always the big thing. What's the grade? Because that determines, in essence, the value of the coin. And many, many years ago, Annex started independently, a third party looked at it and said, okay, this is the grade on a scale of 0 to 70. And what that allowed for is sight unseen buying, selling, and trading. And there's 4 major grading companies: Annex, ICG, PCGS, and NGC. First day of issue in Annex and in ICG is available exclusively from us here at HSN. You can't buy them anyplace else. Traditionally, we don't normally sell the PCGS Silver Eagles because we do the Annex coins here exclusively. But we had so many customers say, I'd really, you know, I collect PCGS, can you bring them in? Because a lot of people say, because I, you know, and I know you can't bring them in at the Annex price because, you know, some people find PCGS to be more desirable, but that's because that's what they collect. Well, I said, yeah, I can bring in PCGS. As a matter of fact, not only can I bring it in, I can bring it in for less money than the Annex coins. The Annex we have at $99.95. I have PCGS at $79.95, which is the lowest price I've charged for any Mint State 70 American Silver Eagle in probably about the last 10 years. So I bring in First Strike, PCGS, Mint State 70. Of course, we're 30th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle, and I've got it with the presentation box that you have right here for $79.95. We've been doing it about 2 weeks or so, and in 2 weeks, we've sold a better part of 2,000 coins that I've been able to get. I've only got about 600 or so currently remaining. Quickly became a customer pick because we had so many people, of course, they bought. Now, when we sold the Annex first day of issue that we had, the Annex first day of issue, we sold, I think, 13,000 coins in a single day. The PCGS, I don't have 13,000 coins, and we're selling it, like I said, $79.95. The HSN price on the Annex coin is $99.95. So of the Annex, ICG, and PCGS, of the 3 Silver Eagles that I have available for sale here in Mint State 70, either first day of issue or first strike, actually the PCGS is the least amount of money. So I've got it at the lowest price, but only for this. Now, part of the problem with this is I committed to these quite some time ago. Silver, and understand this is American Silver Eagle, of course, so an ounce of pure silver contained within this. There's an ounce of pure silver contained within this. Silver's up fairly significantly. I mean, the last, I think, Thursday and Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it was up almost $1 an ounce. I mean, just those 3 days. It's up 15% in the last 60 days. So it has made a pretty substantial run. So that affects the value and the price of this particular coin. I've been able to hold this coin for the quantities that I currently have. Like I said, quickly became a customer pick. Not only is my price outstanding, but we're still going to come with the steel case presentation box on this as well. So just a superior opportunity for you to own an absolutely perfect PCGS Mint State 70 First Strike American Silver Eagle. And remember, it is the 30th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle. Makes it even more collectible.
I love the artwork on it. I think the artwork is so beautiful on this.
Yeah, well, you know, this is the original design was Adolph Weinman. Did this on the Walking Liberty half dollar that was released in 1917, as a matter of fact. And that was reprised for the American Silver Eagle, as a matter of fact, by President Reagan in the Liberty Coin Act of 1986. And then the reverse was done by John Mercanti, the mint engraver for many years. So it's a stunningly beautiful representation of the eagle as well. And as you can see, it is silver. And a lot of people ask me, you know, what's the big deal about the Mint State 70? And here's ultimately what it comes down to. Look, the single most important determining factor of value in coin collecting is
condition.
Condition, exactly. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. To give you an example, let's go back 30 years. Let's go back to 1986. And if I get a 1986 nice, brilliant, uncirculated Silver Eagle, I think we have them in auto ship for about $49 or $59 a coin, something like that, in a nice, brilliant, uncirculated coin. But in a PCGS Mint State 70, I'd have to be, $1,000. $1,200, something like that, for a 1986. What's the difference? Sheerly only the grade. So the difference between $50 and $1,000, I'm going to go on the low end, between $50 and $1,000 is the certification. So can you buy a 2016 American Silver Eagle for less than $79.95? Sure, if it's not graded, of course you can, and you should. The key is this. So while I was able to get a couple thousand, they're going to make 45 million of these coins. There's only going to be, there won't be millions of these graded Mint State 70. There won't be hundreds of thousands of these graded Mint State 70. I mean, it denotes value and collectability just by the fact that it's been certified perfect. For me to get one of these, we generally have to grade somewhere between about 8 and 20 coins that we have to have certified to get a single Mint State 70. So we have first strike at the lowest price I've done any Silver Eagle, let alone PCGS, NX, ICG, NGC, it doesn't matter. So my best value right now in American Silver Eagle certified 70, first strike, first day of issue, 30th anniversary, is PCGS, which is why it so quickly became a customer pick.
It reminds me of grading a diamond.
Yes, same thing.
Because
only
you can have a D, this is a D flawless diamond of the coin world.
Precisely, exactly.
And you